Live. I am so happy to be here with you today, as usual, during the week. It's such a nice moment that I can spend with you guys and create just have some quality time because we're all so spread around the four corners of the earth. And it's just nice to have the community and to have people that are present and with whom we can discuss and create such good energy. So I hope you're all doing super well, that you are enjoying your summer. If you're on holiday, let me know. I'm curious to know what you're doing and what you're up to. And for those who don't know me, I am Hera. I am an energy healer. I am a theta healing practitioner and teacher. I'm also a medical intuitive. And I am here with you today as a part of Sky's team to just exchange and give some guidance, answer to your questions, and just share some time with you and have create some good energies and help you if there is anything coming up for you at the moment. So you can ask your question in the chat and I'd be happy to answer. If you're here and you're interested in medical intuitive, our doors are open and we are so excited to start the next round of medical intuitive in October. This is going to be an amazing year. If you haven't seen the curriculum, please DM us and request it if you're interested, because it's full of goodies and so many good things that you guys are going to learn during those six months. So if you are feeling called to it, if you have any, even like just like if you I would say if you feel like it's a part of your life or a maybe, that's already a good sign. And if you want to have more information or if you want to exchange about it and if you want to talk, I am here and you can book a call with us as well, and we're happy to have a chat with you and help you look at eventually like some blocks you may have to follow your divine life guidance, or just overall looking through the curriculum with you and explain to you what the course is. So if you're interested, we're here for that. But let's get started with our questions because there are so many already. I'm so happy you're here. Let me know how you're doing, because I'm happy to read your question and help you. But I also, now that I'm starting to get to know some of you, I'm really, really interested in what you're up to and what has been coming up for you. Oh, astrology point. You know, I love to do some little astrology thingies. So we are in a retrograde. Venus is in retrograde in Leo, which means that if you've been experiencing some changes and shifts in your relationships or in some things around the patterns, around the patterns that you may have, especially the kind of relationships you've been in during the period of July to October 2015, because that's when the last retrograde occurred. So usually they have like that's a follow-up of the shadow of the retrograde that is like coming back and coming back. You might be experiencing the same thing coming up again, and that might be the moment to reassess how you perceive your finances and how you perceive your relationships. um, if like you probably noticed it started last week and last weekend, and you probably noticed it already. Like for me it was extremely strong. I've noticed so many things coming up again in terms of pattern, nothing too dark, I'd say, but just observing relationships in a different way and looking at the way that I contribute to them, or the way that my behavior has led to some results that I wasn't expecting. So there are few things there. If you felt anything or if anything came up, please let me know, because that's always interesting to share about it. And I find astrology absolutely fascinating. So, okay, let's get started. Sarah. Hello, Hera. Can I have an angel reading? Any messages from the guides? Any advice on how to be ready to let in a partner that is in my highest and best good? Yes. Let me tune in. hmm What I'm hearing directly is the fear that there is no one for you, and that comes from a time and space, and there's definitely like some past life experience um, that are still impacting you, and some ancestral thingies. Um, but it's It's about how, um yeah, there was this belief created of there is no one here for me. There might not be anyone here for me. And that comes from a deep feeling of being abandoned and a deep feeling of loneliness that nobody can understand you and that no one can see you for who you are and appreciate you for who you are. And that's a very, very strong and very, very deep belief system that is occurring. And what your angels are telling me is to, um, if you have the opportunity, create a space for journaling or secrecy where you can really focus on like having this chat with your inner child, or you can work on it on a session as well. But the idea is to have this discussion with your inner child and showing her that you are here for her, that you are not abandoning her, and it will lead you to look at the places where you are still abandoning yourself. Because the way, like, when we feel like our partners are going to abandon us, or that people might abandon us, or when we feel like no one is there for us, there is a fear of receiving, there is a fear of letting the love in. Um, and sometimes I'm not blaming anyone saying that. Of course, it's like it's beliefs and patterns and conditioning. It's not blame. Um, but we believe that because it's been repeated so many times that the people who were supposed to take care of us and were supposed to cherish us and be there for us weren't, because they were too busy, because they had things to do, because they didn't have the emotional availability for it. And therefore, we created this belief that no one is there for us. But now that you're adults, it's no longer your caregiver roles to be there for you. It is your role to be there for yourself. And that's where maybe when you were little, you had your parents abandoning their duties, but you, as an adult, where are the places where you are abandoning your self care? Where are the places where you're not protecting yourself? You're not standing up for yourself, where you're not being the parents that you wanted to have, or the caregivers that you wanted to experience. So that's what they are saying. Like, look at those places where you are abandoning you, because right now there is still that there is this fear that no one is there for you, or that the person that will be there for you will end up abandoning you anyway. So I hope it makes sense. Let me know if it resonates. That is Melinda. Hi, dear Era. Can you please help me clear some of the anxiety that I've been feeling lately? Many thanks and blessings. It's uncertainty. What are you afraid is gonna come up? Like, there is a sense of dread and doom. What are you afraid is gonna come? Um, Sorry about the noise. Yeah, it's a sense of doom. It's like you're frightened that something is going to happen to you and that something really, really bad is coming, and that's what the anxiety comes from. They are not showing me necessarily deeper than that, um, or further, but that's what the standing line is. It's the maybe I'm wondering if it's a fear of war. Yeah, it's definitely coming from past life, but they're not letting me necessarily show. So that's something I would recommend booking you for a session with, to work on this, because it can be quite deep, and I'd rather you have a practitioner that is here to help you and hold the space rather than being like trying to do that on your own. Yanis. Hi, Hera. I have a question about my chest and throat. It feels like I have a chest cold, but I don't. And I'm not sick. It's a feeling as if I am sick. Any guidance? It's um, it's a sense of anxiety and loneliness coming up and blocking your throat. It's like you have some sadness and some grief to express, and you don't know how to express it. Um, Let me send a healing on your lungs. And beyond that is it's the feeling of unworthiness. It's the fear of I'm not deserving. I'm not deserving of more. I'm not deserving of better. I have to stay small. I have to be. Um, I have to hide. I better not be seen because there are people that don't want to see me. There is this sensation and this need to withdraw and to be hidden and to be protected. I can see your inner child being like hidden within an egg, um, and trying to become as small as possible. So can I show the little girl that she belongs, that she is loved, that she's safe? And I'm going to bring in the inner parents. And can we show her that she can speak, that she's allowed to express her feeling? And can you tell her that you are here for her, that you are listening, that she matters, that you want to hear what is going on? That staying hidden is not going to solve anything. But the truth is, if she expresses what is going on, that's where she gets freed from her emotions. Okay, off we go. And there are also some kind of I don't know if it's um what's it called? Hay fever or pollutant, but it's like you've been absorbing pollutant. But that also comes from the unworthiness. That also comes from the um, attracting things that are toxic for you because you don't believe that you deserve better things to be for you. It's like the toxic ones are present. So I'm just going to ask for your bubble of light to be reinforced. Okay. And Yanis, when you have the opportunity to work on, like, do some prompted writing, work on why is that um, that you don't deserve better. Let me put it another way. It's what I am secretly hoping is going to happen to me if I punish myself enough, if that makes sense. It's like when there is guilt and punishment, we are expecting a punition, but like we want to because we want to be safe, because we want to be forgiven, or because we believe that it's going to bring something to our life. So I like if you have the opportunity to take a look at that and what you're like maybe secretly hoping to receive, that may be liberating. Good day, Hera. Thank you. I'm going on a trip today. Nice. Any special messages for me before I go? Thank you. Blessings. Okay. That might sound very ridiculous, but they're just telling me to take some water with you. Um, it's very simple. But it's like take some water with you and look at the landscapes. Like really enjoy being in the presence of the scenery and what is around you, and breathe. Like it's basically like really reconnect to your presence, to really ground and really observe what is around you because it's nurturing. Alta. Love and light. Please give a reading on my romantic life. Any guidance for my soulmate? Yeah. It's interesting. I wonder how, okay. I'm wondering how much you might be watching anti-men content or content that basically blame the masculine for many things to the point where it created the habit within you of no one is good. um there might be someone that is good, but it's hard to find. It's hard to find good men. They are not out there, or they are not good enough for me, or they haven't shown that they're good enough for me. But to see people that are good, you need to believe that people are good. um to find someone that is a good person, it requires to have the standards and the level of self-respect that allows you to be sincere with the kind of person that you see, and not take like the first person that seems to appear as good, but to really have the perception and judgment of this person is actually a good person for me, and this person is actually treating me well, and um and that's what I'm going to accept. So I'm gonna unplug you from the collective consciousness of all these, like all people are bad, and reconnecting you to the truth. And I'm also going to open the path for your soulmate to recognize you, for all your soulmates to be to the soulmate that are at an energetic level and energetic vibration the same as yours, to be able to find you. So opening the path and clearing what is in the way of meeting them, and showing you, can I download you with the vibration of companionship, partnership, soulmate relationships, of kindness and respect, of real willingness to get to know each other. There you go. It's moving. Okay, well done. Ayesha, hi Hera, can I have a reading please? I'm currently creating the outline for my book, whoop whoop, but I'm so in my head about it. How can I release the pressure and doubt? Do my angel have any advice? Hmm. Hmm. So, two things. The first thing that is coming up is to regain pleasure. So, it's to reconnect to the energy of pleasure, it's to reconnect to having fun. And it can be by doing a warm up of creative writing that you are actually enjoying before diving into properly writing something. Um, and I would say, and that's hard. That might be a hard part. Um, but it's about disconnecting from the expectation of the results. It's about when you are in the process of creation, just being in the process of creation and letting the outcome in the hand of the universe. Because whatever art piece that you are creating or content that you are creating, it's yours at first, but then it's yours and how people are using it, how people are receiving it, how people are interacting with it. It's no longer only yours. So there is this need of detached from what it's going to become, and it can still be your very precious project, but keep in mind that it's your very precious project whilst you are taking care of it and whilst you are writing it. But when it's out there in the world, um, people will be a part of it, if that makes sense. The way that people are going to receive it, use it, interact with it, it's going to become part of their experience as well. Um, so that's one thing. And the other thing that they are saying is to reconnect to what matters to you. It's to be very, very sincere and clear. And I would say, like, do a bit of introspection and have a session of radical self honesty where you are doing like a little reality check upon your dreams, your desires, what really matters to you, and go from there, because that seems like a realignment that is necessary. Gabriela, dear Hera, could I please have some guidance about my health? I keep feeling very bad and do not seem to find my way to health. Any advice? Many thanks. Let me have a look. Gabriela, work on shame and blaming and guilt. It's like you are blaming yourself so much for not being well, for not like being able to go on another step in your health journey. It's like you are being extremely hard, and it's adding stress up to your body. So it's gonna require a lot of practice to re-embody. So like this exercise is like body whispering that Sky does a lot. Like talking to your body, expressing loving thoughts. That is going to be a component of it, but they're like I'm seeing on the emotional side. So I don't know what is the condition that you have, or I don't know what is going on exactly with your health, and that's very personal. But on the emotional side, what I can recommend is to look at places where you are blaming yourself, feeling ashamed of your body, or feeling ashamed of not being able to achieve something. Um, I'm also getting acupuncture or shiatsu, but something that is gonna help like free up the meridians in your body and free up the energy in your body. So that's more on a physical level, but that's the same thing. It's a need to physically reconnect to your body and to physically re-embody it instead of being dissociated from it and getting away energetically from it, um, because of how untrustworthy it feels, if that makes sense. But I definitely sense your pain, my darling. So I'm gonna send you some healing and some love. And whatever is ready to be cleared, I'm just gonna ask for it to be released. Okay. Sending you tons of love. Thank you for giving in such a big and beautiful way. Thank you so much. It's really kind. Thank you. Amali. Amai. Sorry. Hi, Hera. I wanted to ask for some guidance about my love life and spiritual life. Thank you so much. Sure. They are quite intertwined. I definitely feel like you have a divine life partner that is also in the spiritual path, on the spiritual journey. I'm definitely seeing someone. I can't tell when you are going to meet him, but I can tell it's definitely like a divine encounter. It's something that is like pew, present, boom. And he's a very, very spiritual person. It seems like he's further down your path, so it's not so far from you. It's there. I'm gonna ask for a clearing of whatever is in between you and them to open the path, to make them easily and clearly, to receive some guidance the moment you meet them. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. When that happens, you know that's not it's not even a oh maybe no, you know. Not everything is in our hands, but recognizing your person is. Okay, there you go. Okay, Hera. Hi, Hera. Can you do reading what's coming in blessing in August? I'm recovering now and feeling much better. I'm so glad, my darling. That's good. I hope you could take good care of yourself and that you took some rest and that got pampered and surrounded and yeah. Um okay. In August, it seems like it's an accumulation of small victories that you will have, like very, very small things, but that are accumulating, like positive. It can be a positive encounter. I feel like, professionally speaking, you're gonna take a few steps that are going to lead you somewhere, and always consider them as something that matters and something that is important. because it's like building blocks and building blocks over blocks over blocks to achieve something, and that's really precious. Okay. Hi, Hera. Can I please have a message for the partnership with my beloved Andreas? Healing and clearing, welcome. Thank you, blessings. Let me have a look. Why am I seeing? I don't know why, but I'm seeing art. I don't know what you do, um, but I'm seeing some art project together, or some um, at least creative projects, something that is quite stimulating for both of you, um, and that's quite active. But I don't know exactly what you're doing. If that makes sense. But that's something that is present. At least that's an energy that is very um, can be very interesting for you, and a very good opportunity to take. Mhm. Albert Carol. Can you please help? We bought a house way beyond our means. Now we are struggling. I'm sorry, my love. Um, Let me have a look. Okay. So first, can I release the belief that you have to lose everything? That the only way to achieve ascension and redemption and forgiveness is to lose everything? Can I show you that you can already be, that you already have humility, that you are already humble, that you can already receive? So if you'd like that, just say yes. Can I release the belief that you need to be um, that you need to be punished in order to be rewarded? I'm going to open the pathways to abundance. Okay. And asking Creator to bring in the guidance needed for you to make the right decisions. Okay, off we go. I hope this helps, darling. Um, yes, again. I'm feeling a bit down, gloomy, and unmotivated today. Any insights from the angels? Let me have a look. You're feeling frustrated. That's frustration. Get into a creative space, get into a creative process, get into a space where you are doing something that you are enjoying, that you are having fun doing, that doesn't require you to think too much, or that doesn't require any results, but get in the zone of having fun. And it's like pure inner child reconnection, pure inner child joy. um, and pure silliness, if that makes sense, in a good sense. It like when I have my clients, when they are when I work with them on their inner children, we always have at least a session, or it can be like 15 minutes or something, where we look at what makes them feel joyful and what simple actions they can take every day to feel a bit more connected to their inner child. And that's just brilliant, because that's something we are not allowing ourselves to do, if that makes sense. Like we live adult lives constantly. We are in between projects and needing to do this and needing to do that and having to parent and having to go to work, but we don't take enough time just to be with ourselves in a funny way, because we're always thinking productivity, which is absolutely insane when you think about it. But that's how society is building us, because they want us to be productive, they want us to be assertive, less assertive, so that we can just like bring the money and make the capitalistic system work, if that makes sense. But there are not so much space for pleasure and joy, and that's what your inner child is asking to reconnect to right now, Asia. Hi, Nina. Nice to hear from you. So good to have you here. I just blocked my sacrum last Sunday. I'm sorry, my love. 2 weeks after my partner. Would love to know what you get and what is behind it. Hmm. I'm getting fear of bending under the pressure. Fear of breaking under the pressure. It's like this too much, and I'm getting this split energy, like it goes in two directions, and you have to focus on too many things at the same time, and probably none of them is what you really want to focus on, or what you would really be connected to. So there is this, I have to abide by the rules, I have to abide by the law, I have to bend, and it's like the sacrum is the part of your body that is like getting this restriction, this constriction. I'm gonna ask for a release and a healing. It's also about grounding. So can I just reconnect you to the bottom of the earth, completely reground? Okay, down the earth. But I would recommend doing a bit more, because I'm also sensing some sort of disconnection with the root chakra. Um, so to to really feel your whole body, because right now it's really focused up there, to start to feel like the whole body again, body as a whole again. Okay. Sending you love. It's nice to have you here. Elvis. Elvia, sorry. Don't know why I'm reading it wrong. Hi here. Thank you for your time and sharing your talents with us. Pleasure. May I ask you to give guidance on the best way for me to help my son to see the beauty of life and get over anxieties and depression? Oh, sweetheart. Uh, yeah, let me have a look. I'm getting that he's a teenager or something like 11 to 15, or is he older? Okay. So I'm going to work with his higher self for now, but at first I'm going to ask if that's okay if I do a clearing of his room. Because it's like staying in the room makes it heavier. It's like being in the same place every day makes it heavier. It's like anytime that he comes, it's this accumulation of going to the same places and doing the same thing all over again without really having time to focus on what he would like to get to do and what he would like to enjoy, and he hasn't cultivated the freedom to do the things that he wants to do. And it's like I have to stay between going to that place, then going back home, and then going to that place, and then going back here. And he like this, it's like something really, we cannot blame kids on that. Like, we can't blame kids at all, but I mean, like, we can't blame people to feel like they are trapped doing the same thing all over again and being bored in the end, because of course this is boring when you don't have the freedom to do something else. um so it's really about finding new activities, reconnecting to what you used to like doing. um it's about small things, very, very small things, and a lot of reassurance that he's doing well. Lots of praising, lots of care, real care about what he's up to and what he wants to create, and definitely less pressure. Definitely less pressure. Um, yeah, I don't know what are the expectations regarding schools or results or these kind of things, but that might be connected. Sweet Fairy, hello. Tomorrow going out with female coworkers for a work lunch. I'm not exactly friends with them. It's just professional. Professional. Sorry, no, it's funny. Sorry, funny. It's cute. It's like I'm not friends. It's professional. Any messages, please? Go for it, darling. Go for it. It's good. Go for it. They seems like quite lovely people. I'm seeing that at least one of them could be a very like he is a very trustworthy person, and someone you could trust. Not to rush anything, of course. Like take your time to discover them and take your time. But yeah, go ahead and Yeah, and be yourself. It's gonna go well. Be yourself. Doo-doo. You're welcome, Gabriela. Just wondering if you can help me to decide whether or not to carry on with root canal treatment, please. I'm finding it hard to get to a holistic dentist here, plus money. Thank you. Okay. Get the holistic one, darling. Get the holistic one. I'm hearing many things about plans. I'm hearing many things about um, holistic treatments. Not necessarily seeing you getting through the root canal thingy. But your choice. You see what feels good to you. You see what resonates the most for you, but follow what resonates the most for your guidance, um, because that matters. Might be a reason. I'm gonna quickly go on our manifesting health group because I saw that last time I didn't see the messages come in, so I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Okay, no, I got them. Brilliant. Okay. Sorry, I have to hide that so I can read everything. Okay. Hello, Hera. Can you send some healing to the palm of my hands and my ankles? They've been hurting a lot. I work with my hands, treating patients all day long. I'm hoping to work full time till the end of September, but I am in my third trimester. What can I do routine wise and nutrition wise to help support my health in the coming month? Thank you a lot for this reading. I can only give you emotional components and guidance that I receive. I'm not a nutritionist, so I cannot supervise the nutrition part, but I would recommend getting in touch with a naturopath here. I'm seeing inflammation. So anything connected to resolving inflammation can be good, but I would like you to double check with a practitioner that can actually test out and that can look at that. But that's what I'm seeing. It's the overworked, but also the inflammation in your body, whether it's the palms or the ankles. Let me send you some healing. And get in with nutritionist, naturopath, someone that can help you with what kind of plants you should take, because I'm seeing plants to take. Elvia 29. Okay. um there is still some expectation around success for him, so that's the thing, my love. It's I know it's hard, especially in your position as a mom. Maybe you can recommend him to get in touch with a practitioner or someone that can help him. Um, but yeah, it's about reconnecting to simple things. Purnima. Hello, Hera. Looking lovely. Thank you. Could I ask you for a reading of for my what my divine life purpose is? Mm. It's between you and God, so it's not really mine to tell. I can give you what I see, but it's between you and God. Mm, no, see, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not getting. I'm not getting an answer. Because it's really between you and your soul, you and your creator. It's a very personal process to find out the divine life purpose. Because what I really would like you to avoid doing is to believe that if you find your divine life purpose, this is going to be a career, and this is going to be something that that you how to say that you're gonna have to wake up to do every day, like a career or a job. It's not necessarily the case. Um, there is, again, you guys know that I love Matt Kahn, right? And there is something that he says in one of his videos. I don't remember which one, but it's that the divine life purpose is to embody more of an emotion we feel good embodying. So it means that for some people, it can just be embody love every day. It's for some people, their divine life purpose is just to be present for their family every day. Is to promise to love their loved ones every day. It is to try to like to become a better person. But the divine life purpose is something that you are on. Your divine life path is something that you're already on. It's not something that can be avoided. You are constantly in the process of being on your divine life purpose. And it's a choice that you make every day to commit to something that matters to you. And it can be improving your life spiritually speaking. It can be improving the life of others. It can be embodying something differently. It can be just to laugh and make people laugh every day. It can be to be creative. There are so many things, um, and we are putting a big, big word on it, or a big, big responsibility on it. Um, but in the end, it's between you and God, and it's not necessarily something concrete, um, to get going. See what I mean? Like, it's not a to-do list. So that's where I think I'm not seeing it entirely, um, because I'm wondering if you're still in the process of discovering what brings joy to you on a daily basis, what matters to you on a daily basis. To have a purpose, you need to find something that matters, what matters to you, and from that you have the energy of the purpose. Hi, Hera. Would I be able to work till the last few weeks in my third trimester? I don't know, my darling. That's like, each pregnancy is really different. Um, I would suggest you getting in touch with a doctor that can help you and see how your pregnancy is developing, because it's too, how to say that, that can shift really quickly. So I cannot give you an answer right now, because like, depending on the development of the baby, it can, like, things can change, and you might need to get some more rest, and you might need to get some more help. So get in touch with a doctor, and I don't remember the name in English, I'm sorry, but people that can help you when you are getting a baby, having a baby. Mm-hmm. That beer. Can I have any messages from my spirit guides? Yeah, sure. They're telling me to get out, in a sense, discovering nature, being more connected to the surroundings, going to the forest um, or the plains or the mountains. But it's reconnecting to nature that is coming up, my darling. Elvia, you're very accurate, and yes, I'm trying your advice, going against what everyone else thinks because he's old enough. But I love my son. It's my duty to help him any way I can. Yeah, I hear you. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Um, and beside that, it's funny because people sometimes mistake sense of responsibility and basic support, if that makes sense. Like, let him do his thing or let this person do his thing because they're supposed to be responsible, but like you wouldn't let your friend in need um going through the same kind of things, right? Like to some level without in like entering their privacy, without necessarily entering their space, without giving them um unrequited advice or solutions. Like the same way you would approach someone else carefully when they are going through a hard time, you do the same. Like that's also how we rebuild like healthier relationships. Um, but yeah, it's not about overdoing things for him. Um, but it can be even sometimes just a little insight. It's also out of spiritual integrity. Like you're not gonna hold his hand and take him out to go on a walk. But you can be present for someone who is going through a hard time because they also can need you sometimes, and they probably won't tell you they need someone because maybe also they haven't learned that they could ask for support or that they could receive support, and they don't even ask for anything. So yeah, it's totally totally makes sense. I actually find that's my mommy bear, like inside mommy bear speaking. But I actually find that we don't support people enough. If that makes sense. Like we're a bit relying a bit too much on the oh yeah, they're adults and they do whatever they want. But there is something between taking responsibility for others and not doing anything and bypassing and ignoring and denying that somebody needs help. There is a big difference. Okay, I'm gonna go soon. I need to go, guys. Oh my god. Good for thoughts anytime I listen to you. Thank you so much. It truly helped a lot. Thank you. Sending you love. All right, my lovelies, I'm gonna go. It was, as usual, such a pleasure to be with you. It was so much fun. Thank you for being there every week. It's so nice to have you around. If you like, I remind you that doors are open for Medical Intuitive. The doors for my sessions are open as well. So if you want to join us on the Medical Intuitive round, please DM us, and be super happy to have a chat with you. And if you are feeling called to have a one-on-one with me, please DM us as well, and we'll get you settled for a session. I love you all. I'll see you next week.